Okay, y'all, so I'm sorry for the lighting. I'm in the truck, and I want to apologize for the noise. Let me see if I can turn the AC off. Oh, let me turn this off. Okay, so that might help a little bit. So I'm in the truck and I'm using my camera because my phone storage is shitty right now and I don't have time to delete and all that extra stuff. I'll do that when I go home on my reset. But I'm gonna start by saying first, guys, some crazy shit happened. It's been happening probably like a week. Okay, I've had the worst week ever. The whole experience for me went from heaven to hell within a freaking week. But I'm not going to talk about that now because I'm trying to finalize something. So I'll probably talk about that next week. But when I say it's been shitty, it's been shitty. But I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what happened because I don't think it's even right for me not to speak on it. It's something for me, it's shitty as hell. So I think I have to speak on it, and I'm speaking on it especially for women trying to come on this account. I'm on a better note. I'm at 1 month, so my 1 month was yesterday, so February 28th. Today's March 1st, 2023. So I made it to a month on Dollar General. I'm proud of myself. I'm proud as fuck. Sorry for cursing, but I'm proud as fuck because I didn't think I was gonna make it to a week, much less a month. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I could have made it much longer if it wasn't for some dumbass shit happening, you know. But I gotta tell y'all about my experience of how it just went from great to just like, ugh, I hate this shit. Yeah. So before I talk about that, I'm just gonna talk about, you know, a little lighter stuff because someone commented on one of my videos saying that they want more information, like a day in the life of me working on Dollar General and then home time and things like that. Unfortunately, funny enough, I did start my videos a day in the life of, and you know, I made 3 different videos that I was gonna compile them together. And what happened was, that's the day it went super downhill. It was happening before, but I was able to hang on. But that was the day that broke me. Well, almost broke me because I'm not broken, you know. But that was the day that made me realize that this shit, yeah, it ain't worth me. It ain't worth me killing myself for. So before we go into that, I just want to talk about like probably the home time, because that person did talk about the home time and then my first month pay and probably anything additional I can add in. I don't want to divulge or say too much now because I'm just trying to play it smart. I don't want to speak on certain stuff at this point. But basically, I can say on the Dollar General account, since I've been doing it for a month, you do get to go home on weekends. You do get your home time. It's normally weekend they push for, but more so I think they push more to have you use up as much of the time on your clock as possible. So if you have time on your clock, chances are you're going to be running. So there's a possibility where because you have so much time on your clock that might take you over to Saturday or Sunday, but it never really happened to me. Normally it works out that by Saturday most of my clock time is out, so I won't even have a full 14 or whatever to do another load. Or I guess depending on your DC or your dispatcher, they might set it up where you can take a load home. That's how it worked with my trainer in South Boston. He always worked it out where most of the time he's taking a trailer home, or wherever his last drop was, it was basically close to his house, you know. So he could, if he had to just leave the park up and then go home, he would drop me off to the hotel. But for me at Bethel, most of the time it happened where I would end either Saturday evening or probably a little bit Saturday night, and I would head home and then basically start my reset. I've only had one moment so far where I left my tractor and my trailer at a Dollar General location, and that's when they sent me to New Jersey. So I had to leave the trailer and my tractor there and then basically Uber to the spot in the morning and then drive the tractor and trailer back to the DC. The only reason why my reset changed from Saturday to Sunday, Saturday and Sunday to Thursday, Friday, was because I messed up my my hours which, guys, I've been messing up my hours. Listen, it's a learning experience for me. I had to mess up that clock to really realize what not to do. So what happened was, I think I went home for my 34-hour reset, and then I think I didn't do the full 34 hours. So by the time I started my new shift on Monday, I was working on recap time. So basically I didn't get my full 70-hour clock back, right? So basically it was giving me 9 hours here, 9 hours there. So at the end of the day, I had to go home early. I had to leave Thursday morning, I left Thursday. I'm not sure, well, who cares? I left Thursday because I'm rambling now. I left Thursday and I went home to do my reset, and this time I had to watch my clock. I had to go in my hours of service tab on my tablet and basically just have it in the overview section to make sure that I hit 34 hours, so I'll be guaranteed to get my full 70-hour clock back. So that's how I end up doing my reset on Thursday, Friday. Like today is Wednesday, March 1st, so I'll go home tomorrow for my reset on Thursday. So the resets, I don't think you have anything to worry about. You basically don't, they normally get you home on the weekends. So that's one thing I can definitely vouch for them and attest to, that they'll get you home on the weekend. Now I'm trying to see if there's anything else I want to talk about. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. That home time to me, it don't really matter. Everybody be so caught up on the weekends. The weekend don't mean shit to me. I don't really want the weekends off. Let me tell you, when I messed up my clock and I got Thursday, Friday off, it was the best shit that could ever happen to me. And you know why? Because I was able to do appointments. I was able to go get my new prescription. Cause remember how, I don't know if y'all remember I told you about my prescription, right? So what happened was, I found the old glasses, and I've been using that old glasses for the majority of the time, because the prescription was better than what my previous, but my new prescription was. I don't know what happened at that doctor, but that shit was way off, and that's why I messed up my damn test, okay, when I had to do orientation. But I was able to go to America's Best, get a new prescription, order my new glasses and all that stuff on that Thursday. Why? Because I had weekdays off, 2 weekdays, Thursday and Friday. So for me, that weekend shit don't mean nothing. Everybody's so caught up about being off on the weekend. I don't know why. Maybe I guess if you have a family and probably your wife's off on the weekend, so you can guarantee you're gonna be home with your wife and kids. Yeah, it will matter. But to me, single person, I ain't got no kids, nothing on, I'm just out here floating, to be honest. So like me, I get to go to my appointments. If I gotta go pay something, the office is open. Most places aren't open on Saturdays and Sundays. So to me, I prefer to have weekdays off regardless. I could care less about the weekends. What does the weekend matter if by the time you drive home to start your 34-hour reset, you're tired as hell? And trust me, guys, you may think that you're gonna do your 34-hour reset and you're gonna want to do stuff. You're gonna want to hang out. You're probably gonna want to go look for your friends. Oh, you're doing all that at the detriment of your body and you getting sleep. When they tell you that sleep is important on this account and trucking, it really is. And your body will sit you the hell down if you try to force yourself to do too much. When I get home on Saturday nights or whatever, automatically I'm in the bed. I ain't doing nothing. I throw my shit on the floor and I'm out. You get me? Take your shower, do whatever you gotta do. Normally me, I gotta go soak myself in some Epsom salt water and some Epsom salt, what do you call the bubble bath. That's my routine. Once I get home, I'm soaking my body in Epsom salt, because I guarantee you, your muscles, your body's gonna be in so much pain because your body has to get used to all the work you're doing unloading on Dollar General. But that Epsom salt, baby, it was the best for me. That was my therapy when I got home. That was it. So I was out. I wasn't thinking about nothing but sleeping. Then Sunday, I'm using that one day to catch up on everything. I'm cooking to bring on the truck. I'm trying to see what errands I can run on the Sunday. All that extra stuff. So to me, the weekend, I couldn't even think about going out, trying to do nothing fun. I haven't had a drink since orientation. I haven't had a drink in so freaking long. Do you hear me? I haven't had a drink. Nothing. Nada. Nothing. I haven't done nothing fun since then. So that whole time you can get home on a weekend, yeah, but you ain't gonna be doing much unless you force it. So that's one thing. Second thing is the pay. So depending on when you start, I don't know if it's gonna change, but for me personally, there was a guaranteed pay for the first month. I think the guaranteed pay is like $1,100. So basically what that says is no matter what, your minimum will be $1,100. And again, guys, it's not net, it's gross. I hate when people throw out these figures on YouTube. 1,500, 1,800, 2,000. Bruh, 2,000 don't mean shit to me if that's not the net I'm taking home. If that's not my take home, I don't want to hear about that gross, what Uncle Sam is taking out. I'm talking about the take home. So if it's 1,100, that's the minimum, right? So let's just say something happens this week and you're not able to do a certain amount of loads, right? You're still gonna get 1,100 because that's the guaranteed monthly first month pay. Now if you're able to do more trailers or do more sweeps or whatever it is, the miles might be higher on that particular week, you're gonna get more. So you have the ability to gain more than 1,100, but you won't be under 1,100. So by the time you check it, my first check was like what, 9 something. So I was in like 9 something after taxes, right? The biggest check I've gotten so far was my last check. No, 2 checks. One was 13 something gross and one was 12 something gross. Don't even get me started on the amount of tax. The one that was 13 something was 300 something tax came out of that. So that brought me down to 1,070 something, 1,080 something dollars for that week. The next check was 1,200 and something, 2 something, right? I think that brought me down to 9 something. So that's pretty much where I'm floating for the month. So it's between 9 and 1,000 something, 9 and 1,000 something. Now could I have made more money within the first week? Yes, because this is how you make more money on this account. Your miles. Dollar General is not really about miles, it's regional, so it's not really a lot of miles you're going to be doing on a regional account. The most I've driven on this account to get to a location is 400 and something miles, and I think that was me going to upstate New York or something, right? That's one way to the first location, right? So if you can get like probably 500 miles to the location from the DC, that's great. You know, if you can do 4 to 5 trailers in a week, beautiful. If you add in some sweeps, that's your pickups for your rotainers and all them stuff, that's beautiful. All of that together basically, and then you know you get unloading pay, great. That together, all that together is what's gonna take you up to the 18 and stuff like that. That's what takes you up there. So if you're doing 4 to 5 trailers per week and you're getting the load board or the dispatch manager, whoever it is giving you good miles to run, you're gonna be fine on the account. But let's say you're not getting those miles. If you're just within 100 something, 200 something, 300 something, if the 300 something miles are not consistent, yeah, you're not really gonna be doing like a lot. You can make the first month, you can learn, you can try to find a routine that works better for you, right? To see if you can work your way up to 4 trailers. That's what I would say. If you're gonna do it that first month, because regardless if you don't do enough trailers or not, it's guaranteed pay. Regardless if you have a bad week, it's guaranteed pay. That's the month you use to really learn and test and, you know, try certain stuff. You know, test your speed, test if you can do more than whatever trailer. But again, if they're not assigning you to those kind of loads where you're doing like, you know, 4 loads per week, then does it really matter, to be honest? But like I said, if you have enough time on your clock, they're gonna keep you running. So honestly, the way to make money on this account, the actual money that they tell you could make, is if you're doing like 4 trailers per week. Again, for me, I was sticking to 3 trailers per week. That was what I could really manage or see. If I went to 4, then it would have to be an adjustment with the weight of my loads and stuff like that. So 1 trailer, it could be 2 stops or 3 stops. Most of mine were really 3 stops. I ain't start getting 2 stops till last week, and again, I gotta tell y'all about that, so I digress. I'm not gonna start it up, but most of it was 3 stops and a pickup. That's what I got used to doing. So honestly guys, yes, can you make money on this account? I believe so. Do you have to bust your ass to make money on this account? Definitely. I understand why it's probably an account for the guys over the girls, because realistically the guys can run through certain weights. They're stronger in certain ways or whatever. You get me? Do they complain just like how I've complained? Hell yeah. Some of them started complaining before I even started complaining, but they're able to keep up with it longer to do the 4 loads or finish their unloading within 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. For me, I've done 2 hours before, but then my 2 hours is extended because I'm picking up the cardboards, the empties, all that stuff, and I hate a sweep. I hate sweeps. I honestly feel like sweeps should be done by a different team. Like there should be a team that's assigned to doing sweeps, the pickup of the cardboard, empty rotainers, totes. That's just how I personally feel. Once I have to start doing the pickup, oh my god, I dread it. That takes up more time, and I'm gonna tell you why it takes more time for me, because I've already had a few tipped over cardboard where the little latch on the lift gate, it wasn't holding it good, it wasn't sturdy. So once I started putting the lift gate up, it falls over. And I'm telling you, it's the most annoying thing to be picking up cardboard boxes, which aren't even, some of them aren't broken down, and I have to build back a rotainer and then put the cardboard boxes. Like guys, honestly, I feel like I got my CDL to realistically drive, not to be doing all that extra stuff. I feel like I left Amazon, which I gave 4 years, and I got something out of it. I got my CDL license. They paid for it for me. I don't have no debt. I don't have to be saying, oh, a company's gonna pay me back money, or I have a contract with them to basically for them to pay for my school, so I have to be with them for a year, or I'm gonna owe them money. I don't have none of that, right, to be worrying about. So I'm happy. So Amazon was worth it in the end, but I left Amazon to find a different type of job, a career, not just a job, because this is not a 9-to-5 job, and this cannot be treated like a 9-to-5 job. You get me? But I left that type of job. Why am I still feeling like I'm working retail? I'm not working retail or nothing like that in a warehouse. So why do I feel like I'm working in a warehouse? Like if I wanted to go work for the garbage company, I would just go work for the garbage company, because realistically they get great benefits. I've heard they get great benefits, so I might as well go do what I gotta do with them. But you're driving, unloading, then you're picking up stuff. It's just whatever. It's too much. But I've done unloading within 2 hours. The longest unloading I've done so far, 6 hours. And I'm gonna tell you again next week. I'm gonna tell you in the other video what happened that got me to that 6 hour. Yeah, so most of the guys, 2 hours, 4 hours tops, they can knock that shit out easy to make that money and get through four trailers, 5 trailers a week. It's easier for them than me. I'm not gonna speak for every woman, but I've heard women say they've only lasted a day on this account. So I'm gonna pop my collar, because shit, if I didn't think I was strong before, I definitely think I'm strong and have a lot of willpower now. Okay, so I went over home time and the pay, right? Guaranteed pay. That's the time to learn. That's the time you can make a little, you know, right there, find out a routine, because I feel like after the 2nd month, that's when it's going to be solely based upon you and how you're running, how you're finishing your unloading, how many trailers you're getting. And again, it's going to be dependent on the person that's distributing the load to you and stuff like that. So once you get to that 2nd month, it's on you, baby. It's totally on you. Ain't no guarantee pay no more, right? So that's 2 things. 3rd thing, and this is a positive thing I'll talk about, I feel like, honestly, I said it before in another video, but I proved it to myself. If you want to lose weight and get in shape, forget about the money. Just come to Dollar General, because I guarantee you're gonna be losing some kind of weight. But it's gonna be good. I don't know if y'all can see, it took me years to gain weight. I went to 100, I was floating between 165 and 170, right? But you can see the weight on me. I could tell, because when my belly was a little bit puffy, I was okay with it because that's how I could tell I actually gained weight. But I was trying my hardest to get my little flat tummy back with my cut and my little 2-pack or whatever, that little sculpted look in the middle. This account, I went home, I weighed myself, I'm still at 165, right? So I'm floating between 161 to 65, right? If I get like 2 days at home, I promise you that 165 gonna come up because I'm eating like crazy, right? And I'm not doing nothing. This account has got me cut again. Like when I say I'm no fat, I'm straight muscles, and it shows on my body. I'm straight muscles. Whatever fat I had, I burned it. And it's not bad, it don't look bad. It's like you can tell like I'm freaking toned, you get me? But I didn't lose a lot of weight. So if you want to lose weight, you want to get in shape, this is the account for you. I feel like these accounts now, you're driving, you're not gonna put on a lot of weight. I feel if you had a weight, it's just people who are just naturally, what do you call it, hereditary, like to be have on more weight than the rest. But most people I know on this account, they're tiny and they're well toned, you know what I'm saying? They're, you see, do you see the cut? You see the cut? That's what I'm talking about. Toned, right? So now I'm scared to do anything else, kind of, because I'm like, damn, I'm gonna put on weight. But yeah, the account's good to keep you active, keep you going and all that. So what else do I want to talk about? Home time, the reset, the pay, first month pay, it's gonna keep you in shape. I'm trying to make sure I'm not giving out too much information that I don't want to give out until I have to give it out. So that's one thing, that's the main thing I think I want to cover right now. Basically, I don't want y'all to think I'm holding back pertinent, that's the word, pertinent information, but it's just being smart right now because it's a lot going on. And when I tell you guys, you're gonna really see, yeah, the disappointment I'm kind of feeling in general about everything. You know, you work hard to kind of get to a certain place, and then you kind of have people who are making the situation harder than it needs to be. Like it's ridiculous. But so far, my first month and my training, I've driven in West Virginia, North Carolina, Delaware, New Jersey, Maryland, Pennsylvania. Did I say New York? Pennsylvania, New York, I think. So I think it's 8 states. I've been to 8 states already. I don't know if I mixed up one or I said something else, but 7 or 8 states. But I'm pretty sure it's 8 states. I might be missing one, but whatever. I think it's 8 states. So I've been to 8 states so far. I've driven in the PA mountains and the West Virginia mountains. I went over what's that bridge called? The Memorial Bay Bridge by myself. I didn't even know I was gonna go over the bridge, but when I got there, I went really slow with my hazards on because I was not taking no chance. And if anybody know about in Maryland, the Memorial Bay Bridge, yeah, for a first timer, that was my second week. I know nothing about that bridge. When I saw the water, when I saw the bridge, how it disappeared and then came back up, man, I almost shit my drawers. Excuse my language, but I almost shit myself because, oh hell no. And I was loaded. I had a loaded trailer going over that. I tried my best to stay away from the edge so bad. I wanted to drive over because I was close to the yellow line, the dividing line. But I wanted to be on it, directly on it, but I couldn't because there were other cars coming down. So I did that. I've driven in a couple fog areas, terrible fog areas. You get what I'm saying? I've had super crazy downgrades. I had no choice but to use my Jake brake. I've got to test my Jake brake to know how to properly use my Jake brake. I've already had to sit out a day because of snow in upstate New York, because I was advised by another Werner driver not to chance it, because where we were deep in upstate New York, like high up in upstate New York, and it was very tight roads where you have to go 25 miles per hour, 35 miles per hour. tight with a lot of curves and restricted areas. So I was happy for that Werner driver that day when he was like, don't chance it because the snow is gonna turn into ice. So I had to stay parked up for like almost till the next day before I could move and all that already. So I've had a couple experience already in 1 month, so I can honestly say I know my first year is gonna be a lot of shit thrown my way. But in the end, I'm really proud of myself that, you know, I toughed it out. I got up and I got the work done, you know, and every time I got the work done, I was praying to God. I was like, God, get me through it. God, get me through it. God, get me through it. And God did get me through it, because I believe God can get me through anything else I asked him to get me through. But some stuff, child, you're not supposed to be going through, period. So I did that. What else can I talk about? Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. Based on the 34-hour reset, guys, I feel like I'm ready to just, once my lease for my apartment's up, pack my shit up in storage, go over the road, and just stay in the truck for a little while and save my money. It's so crazy to be wasting so much money paying $1,100 a month for rent, and I'm not there. I'm not even there 2 days, because you can't count 34 hours. Just say I'm there a full 24 hours a week. So that week time, weekend, going home on the weekend, that home time on the week, that ain't shit, really. It's really nothing, to be honest. I think it's better to be having multiple days home. Like maybe you stay out a little bit longer, you're home for 4 days, 5 days, a week. I think those are the ones that actually make sense, because you're there for a good amount of time that you can do stuff. You can, you know, catch up on stuff within a week, versus going home for 34 hours. That's nothing. I say 34 hours because some people get it confused and say, oh, you're going home for 48 hours. Yeah. And eventually it does lead to probably 48 or more, 40 hours, because when you come back to the DC for the first day, you know, you're here for a little bit and you can choose to stay here longer. But again, it's not 48 hours at your home. Some of those hours are used for driving. So it's really just 1 day, 24 hours, or maybe 30 hours at home, because you're preparing yourself to drive home and then drive back after the 34-hour reset to get back to the DC. So them hours don't count to me. What else can I speak of in terms of experience? I'm gonna tell y'all one thing though, as advice for the girls. If you see that you're coming on this account and you're going to Bethel, I don't know. Pray to God, pray to whoever you pray to, and pray hard, because you're in for a rude freaking awakening. And mind you, I was already told about the DC, so they already told me, and I was trying to switch, right? But I can't switch. I couldn't switch to South Boston, Virginia, because I would have to move to South Boston, Virginia. At least that's what they say. They say I would have to move, and when I tried to switch, they told me it's full. So I'm just saying, South Boston, Virginia, I think it's organized great. I have nothing bad to say because I trained there or whatever. I saw how it was set up. You know what I'm saying? I like it. They're more organized. My DC, Bethel, the Jamaican gonna come out of me, because the place there don't make no sense to me. The place there don't make no damn sense at all. I don't know how people stay over there, so I don't know how people tolerate there, so, but it's unprofessional bad. It just all over the place and organized. But pause, full stop, let me stop. Yeah, it's just too much going on over there. So yeah, be careful. If you see that's where you're going, I don't know, I think you should just switch and just do something else. That shit is just it's not worth it. Now, okay, so let's talk about the bill of lading and stuff like that, my load. So I told you that I did majority every week, three trailer per week. Most of my loads, 3 loads. So basically 3 loads meaning 3 drop off, 3 deliveries, and 1 pickup at another store, which is a suite. Most of my loads are like the most I've done in pieces, I think 1,500 something in pieces. Now the thing with the loads, you can have a piece that's 1,500, but it's not bad. It's not a bad load. You know why? Because the weight matters on this account. The weight matters when you're unloading, because if you see something that's 23,000, yeah. So my storage, guys, my storage, oh my god, and then my battery is acting up, so I'm gonna try and be quick. So the bill of lading, basically you gotta pay attention to the weight. You know, the weight of the trailer is gonna definitely dictate how quick you're gonna move with certain stuff or whatever. You know, once I see 1,500 pieces, I already know I'm probably looking at 20 something, maybe 30 rolltainers. So it's a lot that you get used to, but honestly I can say I've learned a lot. I've learned how to deal with my tablet. I've learned how to, you know, submit my paperwork to get paid. So I'm pretty much happy that I actually did start the account, that I was able to see what I can deal with, what I can handle. So I'm prepared for certain bullshit, certain situation. I felt good knowing that I was able to get into certain store, because my backing is still shitty. To me, it's shitty because I'm just not where I want to be, you know. But I would say Dollar General, it's not a lot of the locations that you're going to have too much problem getting into. For the most part, most of them have big enough space. You'll see a couple that has shitty. I've had some shitty ass parking spot, but for the most part, this majority, they have big space enough. It's a lot of blind side back in. That's why I was happy I had my camera, my backup camera. Now that shit ain't gonna help you know how to park, but it's gonna make you see that you're not hitting nothing. You know, when they check my profile ain't got no accidents on it. I ain't got no violation, no tickets, no nothing. So my 1 month is a good 1 month, because this sets you up to be in a lot of shitty ass situation. You're gonna have a lot of blindside back in, so you better get prepared to be figuring out that shit. I don't know how I figured it out, but I know the Lord, so I know he was there with me, and my backup camera, my guidance. So that helped me a lot. But still, guys, if I gotta go to a truck stop, or if I'm at the DC and gotta park the trailer, I look like an idiot. And I'm a proud idiot, because I'm gonna get better and I'm gonna learn. I know my weakness, but overall, I just wanted to make this video because I haven't posted in a while. But definitely my battery's gonna die, my storage is messed up. Stay tuned, because the other video is coming. You're gonna want to hear this shit. Now this shit is some fuckery. Forgive me for my language, but this shit is some bullshit. So stay tuned for the next video. Again, subscribe if you like my channel. If you like my videos, subscribe. I'm not trying to do no pretty editing or no extra shit on here, because I don't feel like I need to be doing the extra dumb shit. I feel like I need to be transparent and be honest with you guys, and be honest with women who think they can handle the account or want to try the account or whatever. I need to be honest about my experience. I don't want to lie to y'all. So I'm not trying to do all that glamorous shit. I'm just trying to tell you how it is, so you can know honestly and be prepared. It's no joke, it's serious. This shit is no joke. But I'm about to leave y'all, and I'll catch up on the next video, which is gonna be a lot longer. So like, share, subscribe to my channel, and help your girl grow her channel. You know, I'm trying to make sure I give you a lot of good information as I grow, because my next chapter is coming soon anyways. So I'll tell you about that next week. I'm pretty sure y'all probably can guess. But again, guys, I appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel, watching my channel, motivating me and stuff like that. And I'll see y'all on the next video. Like, share, and subscribe to Tati, Just Trucking It with Tati, baby. Follow me on Instagram at Just Trucking It Tati, and it's all love. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna sleep in my truck, and good night. Bye.